Hello everyone, it's Pam here with Tattered Paper and Lace. Welcome back to my channel. Appreciate you coming along. I want to thank all of you who are subscribers, and if you are not yet a subscriber, please consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell. I absolutely enjoy showing you what I'm doing, so I appreciate you coming along. So today we are on week 23 of the Margarete Miller 52-week collage challenge. And here's what we need. We need a key, a building, white space, something magical, an office supply, and tissue paper. So, first off, I want to tell you what I think is white space. White space is not necessarily white. It is more, I don't know why they call it white space, but I think what that really is saying is blank space. So if you were working on a paint chip and you had a lot of blank space and your paint chip was blue, but you had a lot of space around the images, that would be considered the white space. So that's what I think white space is. I could be wrong, so if somebody has a different definition of that, let me know. Okay, so let's get started. I have several ideas about what I want to do, and I'll show you first that I am going to be doing all of these. These two little things go over here with my prompts. These are the little things I'm going to put over here where my prompts are. I'll set my prompts to the side here. My building is the Leaning Tower of Pisa is my building, and this came from a coloring book. So that's going to be my building. My key is on here, which this is also the office supply. This is a shipping label, and it's from some ephemera pack. I'm not sure. Maybe from I'm not sure. Anyway, it's an ephemera thing. It might be a digital. There'll be some white space or blank space. Something magical, I am going with the peacock because I think it is totally magical when you come across a peacock and they have their tail feathers fanned out. That is always awe-inspiring to me, and I think it is magical. So that's what I'm calling something magical. Showed you the office supply, and then this is tissue, but this is also tissue. This is Tim Holtz tissue, so I'm going to be using both of these things. This is a napkin, from a napkin. I fussy cut from the napkin the bird, so and left this portion at the bottom. So now what I wanted to show you, what I might be doing is, here's my little template, which I'm sorry you'll get some glare from that. Here is my template that fits my page. So I thought first off that I wouldn't do white space or blank space because, let's see if I can pull this down enough that that's not going to, here, maybe right there. Might get a little cut off at the bottom. But I thought this might be kind of neat. This is going to overlap a little bit onto the next page to give me a little more space here. But this is how I want to lay this out, like this, and I'll cut off whatever I might need to cut off. And I thought that I wouldn't do the office supply because that's going to cover up too much. I thought I would do the background it like this and not have white space and not have, or just stick one of the little Tim Holtz tiny gem clips, onto the edge of the page, which would be my office supply. And I thought I would have the key hanging around the neck of, I would draw a ribbon or whatever hanging around the neck of the peacock, and that the peacock was the guard to the Leaning Tower of Pisa and was the key holder. And then I would have, you know, this would be, let me show you. This would be cut off right here. So it would be this. That's kind of neat. I still kind of like that. But I'm not going to do that. I don't think. I kind of like it when I look at it again. Because that's not really, but that sort of looks like Pisa. It's actually a German town, but that looks like it could be Pisa in the background. Where the Leaning Tower, I've been to the Leaning Tower of Pisa, actually. I also thought that I could use this upper corner here. I can't really see can't see where my edges are on my border on this dark. And I thought I'd do the same thing here. Oh, wait, I forgot to show you that I also was going to I'm going to put this up here. Like it is foliage hanging over the edge of the Pisa. And then I thought this way, because this is a night sky and there is some stars in the background. I didn't know if I could consider that white space or not, or blank space. But I thought about doing that. Then I thought, well, these are tissue and they might look too dark on that darker background. So I'm not going to do that. And then I found this. And I thought, okay, this might be neat. This will just look like a sunset or a sunrise. And, you know, I'll do this that same way. And none of these was I going to use anything except maybe the tiny gem clip from Tim Holtz as my office supply. And I was going to do it like that, which I, wanted to be cut down this way. Let's get another ruler. I like to use rulers. I do that all the time to block off so I can get a visual. And then it would be cut off down here, and that would be very pretty. And I don't know if I could call that blank space or not, but maybe, because there isn't anything in there but color. So I don't know, but I don't think I'm going to do that either. What I decided to do, but those were all possibilities, and I still like them, and I still think they're good possibilities, and I may be sorry if I don't do one of those. But then what I really thought I would do, when I remembered that I had this shipping label, which would be an office supply, then I thought, well, you know what? Let me just do it. Let me just do it on the page, not have a background, not do anything to the background. It literally would be white space or blank space. Use this label in the background here, which makes it a little more collage-ish to me. And then I would have a lighter background to attach these lighter things, the tissue and so forth. So I thought I would do this, and that has white space, an office supply, the key, tissue, and my building. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the 5 things. Well, let's say a key, a building, white space, something magical, an office supply, and tissue paper. So my office supply and the key are on the same thing, are the same piece. I don't know. I really like it with a background. But I can't use this if I do that, because it takes up too much of the background. And I think then why bother? I could still do it on this one though. More so than on any of the others, because this is light. And you won't see. Let me rethink that, because I actually didn't try this with this on here. I did it with the other things, and it just didn't work. I'm going to move this over. It's going to go over onto that page just a little bit. So I could do it with this if I wanted color in the background, but then does that matter? Not really. going to do it like that. And I could do this. I could do this like that. Do I want to do that? I don't know. Put that up there like that. I want the leaf to come over the top of that, so like it's kind of in front of, maybe in front of the whole thing is then hanging in front of that. And this come down, have this come down enough. Looking through the camera here. That looks good. I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm just going to do it like this. I just think that's what I'm going to do. I don't know. Who knows? Okay, the first thing, I'm going to do it like this. The first thing I need to do is put down the building. So let me show you where that came from. I thrifted this book. And it's really very, very cool coloring book. I've never seen one like it before. And it is Landmarks and Cities, and it's hardcover here, and it comes with the pencils, and this is your coloring pages, and they are perforated, so they come out, and it is nothing but city buildings, and some are sketched nicely, and some are sort of more crudely done, and so that's where the Pisa came from. The Leaning Tower, I should say, not Pisa. It's of Pisa, so it's the Leaning Tower. That's where that came from. I'm going to put this down first. So I've just decided, I think I just want it to be, I wanted it to truly have, and I think on the one that's just the sunset, I could call that white space. Like I said, I think it's really just blank space. I could be wrong. Again, if somebody knows something different than I do on that, let me know. But we will make it truly be white space. If I do this, it'll be more white space than not. If I do it this way, I am not one to leave a whole lot of white space for the most part. And so when I put this down in the way that I'm about to do, I find myself thinking, do I need some print in the, some writing in the background or something to give it a little more interest? What do I need? Do I need something? And so I want his, so I'm going to move this over just a little bit more because I want his, I want him to, I'm going to cut off some of his tail, but I'm going to cut off some of this too. Well, I may not cut it off. Where is my little, I have my little smoothing card. I don't see where that is right now. I'm not going to cut this off. I'm just going to let it hang over the edge of the page like that. There we go. That works. Okay. Oh, I didn't get it all the way to the bottom. It's not leaning as much as it's supposed to be. Let's see if I can pull it up real quick. Do that again, because I want it to be leaning like it should be. Yep, I got to get it up, barely. Let's do it again. It's because I want it to truly be leaning as much as this drawing indicated that it should. Yeah, so I've been to Italy, and I've been to the Leaning Tower of Pisa, and I have the actual, the picture you see them doing where they take a picture, somebody takes a picture of you and you look like you're holding the building from falling. I have that iconic picture of myself doing that. Kind of fun. Went with a girlfriend many years ago. There, that's better. It's got a little bit of rough right there, but that's okay. We're okay with it, I think. Hopefully it's in the right place, because like I said, I wanted, yes, that's fine. That's good. Now I think we'll probably see a little bit, and I'll have to cut off his tail a little bit, and I'm okay with that. We'll see a little bit of the darkness from this, and from, you know, this going over. I don't care. That's fine. I'm good with that. Okay, let's see where that needs to go, right to the edge of there. So let's get that going. I think this is a digital because what's on the back here was a digital. So I'm thinking I must have printed this out on a piece of paper that the other side didn't work out like it should. But doing it this way, I have an office supply as well as my key, and I don't have to put the key around the peacock's neck, which was the only thing I could think of to do with it. And then I just need to add these. So we're talking quick and easy here. This one came together fairly nicely, very easily. And I will use, I think I will use glue stick to put those down. I like using the glue stick because I don't know if you have ever put down your tissue pieces with glue stick, but if you use a glue stick, it is not quite as transparent as it is if you use, and I want that to be, I don't want this part to show past, so I've got to move it over enough so that his neck is past that little cream and black area. So I'm going to just take my glue stick. I find that it's not as transparent when you use the glue stick as it is when you use matte medium or a collaging medium or something like that. Okay, yeah, that's good. I like the fact that this is a little darker so it doesn't really show a whole lot. And then we'll just go up here in a similar direction that this bird goes in, like that. Wipe off the excess. And finish it out up here. Just like this. And wipe off the excess. Oops. There. I need a little bit heavier tissue. This is a paper towel. Yeah, that smeared a little bit. That's okay too. Okay, and then I'm just going to put this right up here, right across. And this is Tim Holtz tissue. This was napkin. The Tim Holtz tissue is thick enough. Let me get my gluey page here. The Tim Holtz tissue is thick enough that you can actually put the glue on the piece if you're careful. It would tear. I've done it before. You've got to be gentle with it to get this on here, but that keeps from having the excess, which I like. Not having the excess, that is. So we shall stick this up here, just like this. And where's my, I'm just losing everything. Where's my little scraper thing? Here it is. Yeah, I don't know what happened to my little card that I normally use. Okay, and then we're going to do that just like that. So this is what I'm calling done. And we'll go over each time, put my rulers back. And we'll go over each thing, but let me cut off the excesses. I just think sometimes simpler is better, and I seem to be in a simpler mode when it comes to this these days. So we're just gonna snip this off at the bottom, just like that, and down the side, just like this. And this little bit. And that has a little bit of smudge on it, but you can see from the glue, but I don't really care. It's good. And then this is going to go over here. And I'm going to put what was going to go around the peacock's neck. I'm going to put that key over here. And then I have the number 32, which is backwards to what week this is. I'm just doing that because I happen to have this number, and I just thought it was kind of funny to do that. So let's get my glue out for that. I think I'll use this little glue. And we'll just put that down real quick. As you know, if you've watched my channel, I like to put my prompts on the opposite page. Some people put it on the same page. Some people make a little pocket for it. You know, different ones do it different ways. I like for it to be on the page opposite. And that way, when I figure out what book I'm going to use, I know that I need 52 pages. And then I just have a book that it is just that. And that's what I like. It's just my collages. So now this book, I didn't take pages out because I wasn't sure how it would do. It's a handmade book, and my sister-in-law gave it to me for my birthday a couple of years ago. And so I did not want to take pages out, and what I will do on this one is just do random collages, maybe, you know, something that inspires me. And if it never gets filled up completely, oh well, that's okay too. Because it's just fun. Don't have to finish a book if you don't want to. So I'm going to lay this key over here, which came from, where did this come from? Oh, it was one of my cut and collage books. That's where that came from. And I didn't need it over here since I had the key on that. So, and then this is a piece of acetate that is already printed with the numbers on it. It's a 12 by 12 sheets. I have a number of number sheets that came from Tuesday morning a long time ago. And I just cut them up, use them as strips, use them as just individual numbers, just however I feel led to do that. Okay. So that's this, and that's that. So let's go over the prompts. We have a key, we have a building, we have the white space or blank space. My something magical is the peacock. Again, I will tell you that I think the peacock is magical when you, like, we have them at our zoo, and when you come across them and they are spreading their tail, I just think that's magical. They're beautiful. And office supply is the shipping label, and this is tissue, and this is tissue. So I have all 6 prompts, and that is week 23. I started to say week 32. That is week 23. So I appreciate you coming along. Again, if you like what you see, and if you want to see more videos from me, just hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and you'll get notification of when I do another video. If you have not seen my steampunk journal that I have just recently finished, I have that also in my videos if you'd like to go and take a look. Let me bring you in, let you see this a little bit closer. And see, I do have some see-through there, but you know, it doesn't bother me. I like it. And even where the ink kind of stained there, I like that too. So anyway, thank you for coming along. I appreciate you watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.